Assalamu alaikum friends, my name is Muhammad Yunus and I am Odoo technical developer. So if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please click the subscribe button and also click the bell icon to get the updates of the upcoming videos. So in this video, we are going to talk about some of the functions that are provided by mail.thread model. So in the previous video, we have added the messages, tracking and activity features for our custom model, which help us to track the value changes in the model, and also it help us to send messages to the user and schedule activities. In this video, we are going to talk about how to add tracking for one-to-many field. And we are going to discuss about two methods, which is message post and message post with view. This mail.thread model that we inherited in the previous video provides us some useful methods and also some fields which help us to add some useful features. For example, we have a method with the name message post, which help us to post a new message or send a message to the user through the email or system notification. So we have some attributes, some parameters that we need to pass to this method. So first is the body, which is the body of the message, usually around HTML that will be sanitized. Message type, see the mail message dot message type field. So this is a selection field which have some predefined values. So let me just check the definition of this field in Odoo. We can check if so this field is defined inside the mail module. So we have these available values for this field. Email is to send. If you want to send the email, you need to pass the email as the parameter, and comment is just a comment. Notification is to send the notification or message in the system. So all these options are available and you can check it one by one. So this is the attachment parameter. If you want to send some attachment to the user through the email, or if you just want to attach something in the chatter, here you can just pass here. And then the keywords where you can pass some extra fields which will be considered as the default values for the mail.message record, and it returns the integer ID with the newly created message. You can also reply to the existing messages by passing the parent ID. But in today's video, we need to talk about like how we can implement this method by adding tracking for the one-to-many field. So for example, if I add a new session, let me just installation of PyCharm, and let me add an instructor here. So just save it and save it. So if we save it, it does not take the values that we have added in new session, or we made any changes in the session fields. But if we make changes here, it comments the changes here. Like you can see, it added this change. So in order to track the one-to-many field, we will implement the functionality here in our custom module. And as we can see that if we make any change here, it means that we are creating a record in the session model. So we have a separate model for the session. So in this method, if you want to track that if a new record has been added, we need to override the create method. So for this purpose, let me just check the definition of the create method first in the Odoo default code. So this is very important. Like you need to see first how it is used in the default code, and then you can just copy it to avoid the mistakes. Okay, so let me just try it. So I just need to replace this with the model name, which is session in our case, like this, and return. Here we can say sessions. So there can be multiple session, just like this, sessions and session. So here we need to add the logic. So what is the logic? So the logic is that we need to post a message here if anyone add a new session. So the session message should be like, for example, if I say message is a new session, with the name. For example, I need to add the name here, so I can make F here to add the formatting with the name like this. You can say session dot name. A new session with the name session has been added. Okay, so this message will be posted here in these logs. So in order to post this message, we need to call a method which is post message. Sorry, message post. So we need to call it like this, and here we need to pass this parameter which is message. Here we need to call it with the course ID, like with the parent record, which is this one, like from this model. Because like we need to post the message here under this record, which is the parent one. Therefore, we need to call this method with the parent ID. So session dot course ID dot message post, and then we need to pass the message. So I just want to pass one parameter in order to just show you the like how it can work, and you can just add the other parameters to test it out. Okay, so we just need to restart Odoo service, and then let me add a new session here. Okay, so let me save it. So once I save it, I got the error. Let me see what the error says. Mail.post takes one positional argument, but two were given. So we need to pass here like the body. This is the body of the message, and let me restart, and then let me try to save it. So here, if when we save it, you can see that a new session with the name create a custom module has been added. So this is how you can simply add tracking for the one-to-many field. But the problem is that if I make changes in the existing records, like in the existing sessions, and then I save it, it does not track any value. So in order to resolve this issue, we need to use the method with the name message post with view. So what is the purpose of using this, and why we are not using the same method for the same for this tracking also? We can use it, but it becomes complex to use it because we need some type of XML to create a view and then pass the values from the Python and then post it as a message. So we cannot pass any XML or QWeb template, but in this method we can pass an XML or QWeb template which help us to post a message in a readable way. So in order to use this method, so first of all, what we need to do, so we need to understand the problem. So the problem is that when we add any changes in the existing session record, it does not take the values, and it has not been added to the chatter. So as we know that we are making changes in this session record, which means that if we make any changes and hit the save button, that the write method will be called. So we need to call the message post with view method inside the write method. So we need to override the write method, and then we need to write the logic after that. So in order to override the write method, we need to first check the definition of the write method like this, and then copy it. So I just copied it, and then you can paste it here. So here we need to understand, here we can add session, the model name which we have. So let me just remove this code, and return it here like with super call. So here we need to pass the values. Okay, so this is simply how you can override the write method. So here we need to write the logic. So the logic is that we need to post a message whenever someone update any value in this session model. But before that, we will create a template in the view. Okay, so we will have to create the XML file with the name like tracking session values. We can say like this, and then here we need to add Odoo and then encoding. Okay, so here we need to add the template. So like it is simply the QWeb template. Here I need to add the ID, which is like track session template. You can say something like this, and whatever is easy for you, you can add. So I will add div tag, and inside div I need to add a string with the tag strong, so it should be highlighted like session information has been updated. You can see something like this, and then I will add so now I need to mention like in this way that what was the old value and what is the new value. So I need to make a list of values to show the changes. So here I will add unorder list. Okay, and then I will add li. Okay, like this. Sorry. So here I need to add the values. So what is the value? So first of all, I need to print the name here. I need to show the name, like which session has been updated. So here I can say TESC. So here in the, let me explain to you, like here in this method, we need to pass two parameters, which is one is the template ID and the other one is like the values that we need to pass to the template. So in the values that we are going to pass, we will have to mention all, we will have to here print all the values that has been passed from the that has been passed to the value dictionary. So here we will first add the name, like the name is, we can say session dot name like this, and then I need to add a condition like for example, if someone make changes and add like change the date and the instructor and number of seats, like 3 fields one time, and then save it, so there are changes in 3 fields, so we just need to track those 3 fields, not all of them. So therefore I need to add a condition there here that if the field that we are adding to the chatter is updated or not. So for this purpose we need to first check if instructor, for example instructor name, exists in the dictionary that we are passing. So we can say like this, I will edit instructor name in data. So if yes, it should be printed. So then we can add li like this, and then we can just copy the same thing. Okay, and then I will add, so here I will mention instructor. So what it is, so it is instructor. So this is the old value of the instructor, which is instructor id dot name, and what is the new value. For example, here it will be like this. So the new value, we need to just copy it again and then paste it. So the new value will be the values that will be passed as the parameter to the method. So we can say like the data dot get. So here should be instructor name. This will be the new value. Okay, so this way we can add the condition for multiple fields. Like let me duplicate it. So here I can say like start date. If start date in the data, then it should print like start date, and here start date. start date, and here it will be updated like start and date. Okay, so this is how simply you can update it. Let me change the spelling like this, and then what we need to do here, we need to call the method. So like when we want to call a method, so here you can also add some condition. For example, we just need to check the sessions only if the course is in progress state. So in order to do so, we can add a condition here that like first we will go through each record session in self. So if self dot state, sorry, if session dot course id dot state equal to in progress, then it should post the message. Okay, and here we need to mention like what should be the values. So for example, if like what are the values that we want to track? So the values dictionary can contain multiple fields, but here we need to check if there is any field that is updated which we want to track. So for example, we have just added two fields tracking here, so we just need to check these two. So for example, first of all, I need to check if instructor id in values, or I need to check if state, okay, values, and then I need to define another dictionary with the name data, which should be like an empty dictionary, and then I need to update the data dictionary, update like this. So here I need to get like instructor name, and then values dot get instructor id. So this will give me the instructor id, but we need the name of the instructor. So here if we say that instructor have a relation with raise.partner model, so we need to get this from raise.partner. So in order to do so, we need to use self.env and then the model name and then browse. Okay, so browse like this, and then the name like this. So this will give us the name of the instructor, which will be updated in the data dictionary. And then if there is a change, like if start date is in values, then it should be also added to the data dictionary, data.update, and then start date, it should be sorry, and values dot get start date like this. So this is how simple it is. So if you want to create a separate helper function for this, you can, and you can add all these code here. For example, if I copy it like this, and then I add a function here, define, you can say like log session tracking like this, and here is the values. Okay, so here you can add this like this, and just here you just need to call this log session tracking and pass the values. This is how simple it is. And after that, we need to check if data have some values. If yes, then we need to call the method to post the message. So what is the method name, which is let me just copy it, message post. So we need to call message post with view. So this method should be called with the parent, like the same way we have done it for this one. We need to do the same for this method also. So it should be inside the for loop. So, and this should be also inside the for loop, because we need to post a separate message for each session. And here we need to make it like this: session dot session dot course id dot message post with view. And here we need to pass like the view id. So first we need to get the view id, which is let me just get it, template id or view id, we can say it. And here let me just copy it, and we need to add the module name first also, like this, and then template id, and then we need to pass the values parameter, which is first we need to pass the session, because here you can say like we are putting the session name, so we need it, and then we need to pass the other values. So here I will say like session. So what is session? So session is this one, and then we need data, which is date, like this. So simple as that. And then what I need to do is to add this QWeb template in our manifest file, views, and paste it, and then save it, restart Odoo service, and then upgrade the module. Okay, so the module has been upgraded. So let me just see if the changes can be added. If we add any news, if we make any changes in the session. So for example, let me make any changes in it. So let me change this to a new instructor, which could be like this one. And then let me update the date also. So 10th, and save it. So once I save hit the save button, so you can see it has been added here, like introduction to Odoo is the name of the session, and start date has been updated, but we cannot see the other one, which is instructor name. So let me see what mistake we have done. So here it says instructor name in data instructor.name. So let me see if the spelling is the same or not. So it is same, instructor. So here we have made a mistake. It should be instructor ID. It should be the same field name which you have added, like this. And let me just paste it here like this. And now let me restart Odoo service again, and let me see. So let me go here again. Let me update it to the new one again, save it, and then save. So here you can see that it has been added. It has been updated from the older one to the new one. So this is how you can check the one-to-many field, and how you can check the field values. You can add as many values as you want. For example, if you want for another one, you can just copy, duplicate this, and add the values that you want. But keep in mind that you need to pass the values here in the data dictionary also, and then it will be trackable. And this is it for this video. If you have any questions, you can join our Discord group. The Discord group link is in the description of the video, and also you can find it in the pinned comment. And if you enjoyed this video, please give a huge thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you can get the updates of the upcoming videos. Thank you.